Story time. The story of how we got him out of me.
Alright, so we back with another video for y'all.
And this video is gonna be a labor and delivery story time. The story of how we got him out of me. So the story starts on Friday night. I started having contractions when I woke up from a nap. I was having contractions and they were 5 minutes apart, and I headed down to the hospital. And they sent me back because they said that they were false labor contractions from dehydration, and told me to drink a lot of water, and yeah, they'll go away because it was a month early. And then Saturday I went on to have more contractions and just bounced on a ball and walked and stuff like that. And yeah. I thought about something. Alright, so I'm gonna finish the story while he changed the diaper. So then after I got sent back home, that was out there? Yeah, I walked and stuff. And then on Saturday night, my contractions got really bad. But I didn't go back because the hospital's not closed and I wasn't gonna keep going back and forth. So I ended up waiting until, I didn't even go Sunday either. So Sunday I had contractions too. Didn't go to the hospital. I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till they get unbearable to go. And then Sunday night, I kept getting up and going to the bathroom like every 5 minutes. Like I would close my eyes and go to the bathroom, close my eyes, go to the bathroom. And it was this little it wasn't pee, but you know, like when you're real tired and you're in pain and stuff, you're not paying attention. But I thought that I was just like tinkling a little bit, like pee-peeing a little bit. But come to find out, it was my water breaking. Like my water was broken, but it just wasn't a gushing type of thing. It just trickled. Like it was just like it was my water. I don't know how to explain it. It was a fluid from my water, but it didn't gush out. So after, they can't see you. So then after that, Monday, I wasn't gonna go back to the hospital because my contraction still wasn't really bad. But his mom ended up making me a doctor's appointment behind my back. She made me a doctor's appointment because she kept saying my water broke, but I was like, it didn't. So I went to the doctor's appointment because at my doctor's office, it's a fee if you don't show up. Like if you're a no-show, they got a fee. So I went to the doctor's appointment and she was just like, did your water break? She doesn't feel nothing in between the baby and me. And I was like, no. So then she was like, she ran some tests, came back and was like, my water broke. I had to go to labor and delivery now. Good thing we had the stuff in the car from Friday when we went to the hospital. The stuff was still in the car. So we didn't have to worry about getting our things tested or anything.
Thanks to me.
And so then after that, yeah, I was in the hospital. This was 12 o'clock. My doctor's appointment was at 12 o'clock. So 12 o'clock came, and when they checked me to see if I was dilated, what was that, 2 centimeters the first time? Mm-hmm. I was only 2 centimeters, and my water was broken. So another thing is, they had 24 hours from when my water broke to get him out, or else, you know, he was prone to infections and stuff. So I got put on Pitocin at about, I didn't get put on Pitocin until 5 o'clock because she let me walk around and stuff.
No, later than that.
It was later than 5?
It was dark outside.
But it was winter.
But I'm saying though,
it was like 5 because she told us to
6,
come back.
7.
Okay, well, I got put on Pitocin at like 6, 7. But even before I got put on the Pitocin, I was still at 2 centimeters. Like, I wasn't dilating at all. So,
no.
We went where?
No, never mind.
So.
Nah, because then we went on a walk after you got put on it, right?
I can't walk.
No, before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she told us to be back at 5.
We was walking. Nah, I could have sworn it was later than that.
Well, it was later than that, as he says. So,
I'm telling you it was.
but prior to that, I was just in the hospital, you know, getting settled in, telling family and stuff, dealing with my contractions with no dilation. So then, after I got to put on the Pitocin, I was still dilating pretty slow. So they put a peanut in between my legs. It was kind of shaped like a peanut. And what was it supposed to do? I forgot what she said. I was in so much pain, I forgot. And I tried to do a natural birth. So I was trying to get no epidural at all.
It's supposed to help you dilate more.
Yeah, the little peanut was supposed to help me dilate, but I was in so much pain I didn't pay attention to anything anybody said to me.
But it didn't really help.
And by this time I was stuck in the bed. I was starving because I was already having contractions for 3 days. So I was starving. They gave me this nasty hospital chicken broth. It tastes like powder. So my grandfather ended up going to the store and gave me some good chicken broth that I drank. It was great. And yeah, all night had contractions. And then when did I start pushing? I pushed for 2 hours. So I started pushing around 5 o'clock. Around 5 o'clock, I kind of felt like he was coming. Like I felt like it was a little slip type thing. And I was like, oh Lord. And my water had broke like really, really bad. Like all of a sudden it just gushed everywhere on the bed. So I had to stand up so they could fix it and all of that. And then all of a sudden I just felt a drop. And I was like, so I kept clicking my button. I know they was so tired of me in there because I was clicking my button all night. Like I was just clicking that button for anything. And so at this point, right after my water had broke, like had finished breaking, my contractions got unbearable. Like I couldn't do it. And I just started crying for epidural. And I'm at 8 centimeters at this point. So they don't usually give you an epidural after you use 6 centimeters. Was it 6 she said? I don't know. But they wasn't trying to give me an epidural. So then after that, I guess they made an exception because I was being a pain in the ass. And I ended up getting the epidural, which I was scared of. But by the time he got in there, I was like, yup, stick me. And yeah. Am I leaving anything out? Okay, just making sure I'm not forgetting nothing. So then, after I got that epidural, yeah, then maybe like an hour later, I just felt that drop or whatever. And I had them have the doctor come in and check me. And I was 9 centimeters, but she said that I could push at 9. So this was like 5 a.m. Started pushing. I was pushing for 2 hours. Like I was pushing literally forever. I could not get him out for the life of me.
She said that was short though.
Short and yeah, okay.
It didn't feel like 2 hours though. It felt like 30 minutes.
No, it felt like 2 hours. Every bit of minute counted for me. It felt like 2 hours.
30 minutes in me. Cause you're not paying attention.
So yeah. So through the little window, like it's like where the light is, but you can kind of see through it. So I could kind of see.
And the mirror in front of you.
But I couldn't see the mirror because her head was in the way. But I was looking through the little thing above me, and I could just see every time I pushed, his head would come out, and it'll slip back in every time I stop, and it'll come out, and then slip back in. So then the good nurse came in, Debbie. She is the real MVP, like really.
Who gave you the IV?
Debbie, the one that hit my.
The one who you told wasn't doing it, who was supposed to be the little professional?
Yeah, that was her. That was her. So she came in there and she's like supposed to be real good. She's been working on the labor and delivery unit for like 30 years or whatever. But she came in with all the tips. And by the time she came in there, because I was pushing in the middle of a shift change. So by the time she came in, she was really helpful. She told me a real helpful strategy about, you know, lifting up as I push instead of laying down and pushing, kind of pull myself up and push. So it's like I'm pushing them out. And I did that for about 30 minutes and then he was out. It's terrible. And then at one point, I just said, enough is enough. Like I got tired of pushing. I cried. Asked him to cut me, give me a C-section. I couldn't do it. It was bad. And then, after I did all of that, yeah. Then it got to the point where I just pushed without contraction. Because you're supposed to push when you have contractions. I said, forget it. Unless you're gonna tear. I said, forget it. And I pushed. And she was like, are you having contraction? And I was like, no. And she was like, well, you're not supposed to be pushing. And I was just like, got him out. So, yeah, that's really the story.
Hey,
kinda.
let me tell y'all, man. Hey, have a
Don't
glass
start.
of cold water with you. You might pass out. I'm telling you, for sure you will be lightheaded as hell. I'm telling you that right now.
It won't that bad.
Nah, that joint's serious.
It won't that bad.
That joint's serious.
He dramatic.
It's serious, bro. Get a glass of
He thought I
cold
died.
water. You laid over there like this, you start putting your and he's like,
he was like, babe. He thought I died. But
it hurt your stomach to the fullest.
shut up.
I'm telling you, it's wild. Especially when they take that placenta out.
Oh yeah, that was nasty. Cause I asked him to see it. That was nasty.
You should have ate it.
Ew, no. And I'm gonna insert like pictures, and I don't think it's any videos from when I was in labor, but I'm gonna insert pictures and stuff from after, because there's no pictures when I was in labor either. I
Was
wasn't
that
playing
olive
the
oil
walls.
help?
Olive oil.
The oil they was putting.
She did put some oil on me. Actually, you know what, y'all? That is the best thing ever. Like, they were like massaging, like as I was pushing, they was massaging around his head to kind of make it fit some more. It was the best thing ever. It felt so good.
What was it, Morocco oil or olive oil?
She said olive oil, but it was so great. It was so great.
It was the oiliest, I don't know what.
And after, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. After, the aftermath is worse than the pushing. You feel like you can't walk. Every time you walk, it feels like, I don't even know what it feels like. It's like you're walking with something in you. Like, it was not the best thing. It was so terrible. And it was like my whole back was hurting. Oh my gosh. And then, you know what I did forget about?
What?
That back pain that I got in the middle of me pushing. When I was like, my back hurt so bad and I couldn't do it. I got some type of back pain. Like, my back just like locked up.
Look.
So terrible. But you know what? It's all worth it when you get a baby. It's all worth it.
Say hey. Say what's up.
Say hi. Say hi, Tinky. Say hey, baby. That's his way of saying hi. But that's it for this video.
You looking at your bag?
He won it. That's it for this video. Sorry we didn't upload in so long. And we're gonna we're gonna start uploading more, definitely, like weekly, hopefully. And yeah, that's about it. So see y'all next video. Get us to 150 subscribers. And how many likes? 150 likes and subscribers.
200.
Oh Lord. So 200 likes and subscribers. And ow! And if once y'all get us to that, I'm gonna get him. So get us to that 200 and I got something for y'all. So see y'all next video.